When a woman ignores you, it can be frustrating and even hurtful. However, it's important to remember that she could be doing so for a variety of reasons. It is also critical to act in a way that respects her boundaries and feelings. Here are some suggestions for how to respond when a woman ignores you. Give her some space. If she's ignoring you, she probably needs some alone time. Don't crowd her or force her to speak to you. Simply give her the space she requires and allow her to come to you when she is ready. When a woman gives you the cold shoulder, you must respect her need for space. Take a step back instead of bombarding her with messages or constantly seeking her attention. This does not imply completely disappearing. Rather, it means giving her space to process her thoughts and feelings. Avoid pressing for quick answers or solutions. People sometimes need time to process their emotions, and giving her that space can demonstrate that you respect her boundaries. It's about giving her the time she requires without making her feel rushed. When you finally have a chance to talk things through, this approach may create a more comfortable environment for both of you. Determine why she is ignoring you. Is she mad at you for something? Is she simply overworked or stressed? You can begin to address the problem once you understand why she is ignoring you. It's natural to be perplexed or concerned if you notice a woman ignoring you. Instead of jumping to conclusions, consider the possible reasons for her behavior. Consider any recent interactions or events that may have exacerbated the situation. Keep an open mind and avoid making assumptions. You can approach the situation with a clearer perspective if you take the time to understand the potential causes. This will make it easier to address any issues when you eventually have a conversation. This thoughtful approach demonstrates that you're interested in understanding and resolving the situation rather than making snap decisions. If you suspect she is upset with you, talk to her about it. Choose a time when she appears relaxed and open to conversation. Avoid becoming defensive, and instead be respectful and understanding. If you suspect she is upset with you, consider starting an open and honest conversation with her. Approach her calmly and explain that you've noticed a shift in the dynamic, that you're concerned, and that you want to know what's bothering her. Encourage her to share her feelings and thoughts, and show genuine interest in listening. Try not to be defensive or confrontational. This approach demonstrates your willingness to address any issues and your appreciation for open communication. Remember, the key is to provide a safe environment in which she can express herself without feeling judged or pressured. Accept that she isn't interested in talking to you. Don't make her talk to you if she doesn't want to. Simply move on and find new people to talk to. Accept the situation if she isn't interested in talking or doesn't appear to be ready to discuss it. Pressuring her to communicate when she is not ready can exacerbate tensions and complicate the situation. Respect her decision to give herself some time and space. If she is not receptive, avoid persistently reaching out or insisting on a conversation. Recognize her need for distance and provide her with the space she requires. In such situations, being understanding and patient demonstrates maturity and respect for her boundaries. It also allows both parties to approach the issue from a more objective standpoint when the time comes for a discussion. Take nothing personally. When someone ignores you, it's easy to take it personally, but it's important to remember that it's not always about you. She could be going through something completely unrelated to you. It's critical not to take her rejection personally. People have their own reasons for needing space or time to themselves, and it may or may not have anything to do with you. Rather than viewing the situation as a reflection of your worth or character, consider that she may be dealing with personal issues or emotions unrelated to your actions. Taking it personally can cause unnecessary stress and confusion. By emotionally distancing yourself from the situation, you give both parties the freedom to address the issue without emotional baggage, fostering a more constructive and open conversation when the time comes. Don't say anything about her behind her back. This will only aggravate her feelings and may harm your relationship. If you're upset with her, confront her. Avoid talking about her behavior behind her back. Gossiping or venting to others about the situation can add unnecessary drama to the situation and potentially harm your relationship. Instead, concentrate on addressing the issue directly with her when the time comes. Talking behind her back can lead to misunderstandings or hurt feelings, complicating the situation. Keeping the matter between the two of you ensures a more respectful and mature approach to problem solving. Do not seek vengeance. This is almost never a good idea. It will only aggravate the situation and may have serious consequences. Refrain from seeking retribution. Reacting with vengeance or attempting to harm her in return will not solve the underlying issues and may worsen the situation. Instead, concentrate on comprehending the reasons for her actions and aiming for a mature and constructive conversation. Seeking vengeance can create a vicious cycle of negativity that undermines any chance of a positive resolution. Maintaining a cool head and approaching the situation with empathy and respect is more likely to result in a better outcome for both parties. Move on. It's pointless to dwell on it if she's not interested in you. If the situation does not improve despite your efforts and she continues to ignore you, you may need to consider moving on. Living in a one-sided relationship can be emotionally draining and can stifle your personal growth. Accepting that not every relationship will work out is a necessary part of life. Allow yourself time to heal and concentrate on activities and relationships that bring you joy. Moving on does not imply giving up. It means prioritizing your well-being and giving yourself the opportunity to find more mutually fulfilling connections. Remember that being respectful and understanding of a woman who is ignoring you is the best way to deal with her. Allow her the space she requires, and allow her to come to you when she is ready.